Welcome to the McCandless Northern Allegheny Heritage and Cultural Center. Let's go experience some history today. So we are here to keep up the vision statement and the mission statement all around educating our community on our local history. Now, the 2022 strategic plan had 4 major priorities that we are going to continue into 2024. Those were communication and awareness, and we're going to do this by increasing our media presence. The next one is funding. We are applying for grants and expanding ways to donate, as well as meeting our fundraising goals from the township. We are creating more organizational structure by expanding our research center and databases. And we're going to have increased programming and outreach through interactive exhibits that incorporate the community. We are going to utilize our social marketing resources such as Facebook, YouTube, Nextdoor, and Instagram to increase our media presence. We're going to do daily Facebook posts, create educational videos about our town's history, announce events not only on Facebook, but Nextdoor and Instagram, just to reach a wide variety of audiences. So our YouTube focus, we're going to be making 2 to 5 minute documentaries around McCandless's history. This is our first one. In March, we're going to look at Judge McCandless and the founding of our township. In May, we're going to look at McCandless as a farming community. In July, we are looking at the impact of the trolley. September, we are exploring Westview Park. November, we're going to talk about the founding of North Allegheny Schools and how that was all put together. And in December, we're going to celebrate the year by having a year in review and all the updates of the town. We can also increase funding in a number of ways. We are going to utilize social media to help with fundraising. By creating an Amazon list, we can provide ways for our community to directly support the HCC by purchasing items off of our fundraising list to directly support our goals. We hope to be able to create Venmo for donations just to make donations a lot easier. There are numerous grants available for township organizations that want to preserve their history that we are currently applying for. And we are going to increase the fundraisers that connect to the mission and vision of the HCC, focusing on larger events. We are looking at creating some new and different fundraisers here at the HCC. In the winter, we were talking about doing an Adopt an Artifact, which would enable people to donate money to preserve a specific artifact. It would help us with our preservation and our research on those specific objects. In the spring, we are looking at creating home maps, which would show the history timeline of your property. In the summer, we were talking about continuing the drive-in movies and par 3 outings that people have done in the past and were successful. In the fall, we'll have our breakout rooms and our History Makers Gala. And at Christmas time, we were talking about past crafts of Christmas. We are also adding additional fundraisers depending on how our board members feel. So for our organizational structure, we really want to expand the research and databases of our HCC. We want to be able to communicate with other museums and history centers so that our resources are utilized by researchers and farther education systems. Some of the ways we're going to do that is to really design a useful and organized accession system and really focusing on showing that the items that we have are representative of our area. We want to create a very narrative focus here at HCC. So we are moving our exhibits around so we can really show the timeline of town history, as well as focus on some of our more popular exhibits such as Westview Park and our schools. Looking at our programming and outreach, we are going to continue our speaker series. We have a series of 10 history speakers lined up. We're going to increase our youth workshops as well as creating interactive exhibits. And we really want to get our community more involved at the HCC. One of the ways we hope to do this is through our homeschooling program, as well as scouts and loaning objects to public schools. We're going to do a history detective workshop, which consists of students being able to explore an object, connecting it with a primary source, and creating their own exhibit using our resources. These will be displayed at our building so parents can later on and come in and view our objects. I am also a public school teacher, so these workshops are very important to me. I teach history, so I know that these will clearly align to state history standards as well as Common Core reading and writing standards. It really focuses on inquiry-based learning as well as promoting student project-based assignments. So I've been doing a lot of research on exhibits and museums, and people are more reactive when there is some type of interactive element in the exhibits. They are more focused, they support museums more, and they report that they have a higher satisfaction rate. So we're going to implement some interactive exhibits. Most of them are smaller, inexpensive, but we're going to be putting up QR codes so people can link those to videos. For example, for our hand washer that we have, we're going to post a video of people using a hand washer. For the Westview Park, we're going to have a QR code to watch a YouTube video of a person riding the Dibs roller coaster so people can experience that. We will also be having places where people can interact with the exhibits by posting things that they remember. This will create more community involvement and increase people who come to the museum. For community-focused exhibits, we really want to look at people's history. We're looking at oral histories. We are looking at people's stories. We are looking at how they connect to the community. And these are going to be shown in numerous ways throughout the exhibits, where people write their memories. People are going to be able to record their memories. People are going to be able to tell their stories and be part of our exhibits. For the aims that are in the 2022 strategic plan, which is bringing communities together through fundraisers, community-focused exhibits, and youth programs. We're looking at educating future generations through our YouTube series, youth programs, fundraisers focusing on our mission, and interactive exhibits. We are providing access to relevant and local history by creating a narrative-focused HCC and designing useful and organized accession processing. We are preserving and caring for our valuables collections by really focusing on how we preserve and care for and providing fundraisers to help support making sure that our exhibits and our items are available for future generations.